Right, second attempt at doing this. I come straight out of the bath and tried to do a pick-up video and I hadn't climatised to the room and yeah, I'm sweaty and whatnot. So, I'm going to try this again. What it was is I was saying originally that I've got a few items that me and Joe have picked up, and I never ever like to do a pick-up video where I just go, I got this and put it back down. I always like to talk about it because the reason I purchased it is probably because I'm interested in it. So anything that Joe's got and I'm not that interested in, I'm not going to show you because that'll be against what I do. But it's been Joe's birthday's been and gone, and I managed to get a deal off two items off 8 Comic Book Nerd 9, Nathan. I chatted to him a fair bit, and he's like a drug dealer to me now. He's got me hooked. He sold me a product and I brought it off him, and he sends me pictures and stuff of other things that he finds on the cheap. And he's best way to put it, he is a pusher. He pushes these items onto me and I have to buy them now. So Nathan, thank you very much for taking my money, so nice one. But no, he did me a good deal on these items, and the first thing that I managed to get off him is a Gameboy Micro, the Famicom version, which I've been after. When Jo first saw this, she absolutely said she wants one straight away, and because it's not the cheapest of the versions, we thought we'll never get one. And then, yeah, Nathan texts me and says he had one for sale, so I nabbed it off him, and I am properly impressed with the quality of the screen, because I just thought it's going to be a little Game Boy screen, a little fab thing Jo will enjoy, then it'll probably sit on a shelf. But she's been playing it constantly and the quality of the games on it are really, really good, so I'm just looking forward to finding a game where I can actually just play on this. But no, that's absolutely spot on. So that's something which not only is a good quality product, but is absolutely awesome to have in the game shelf. And another thing something that Jo, everything that Jo wants is always expensive for some reason. Well, she's a girl, but and we managed to get Cooler World at last. Now, this is a game that practically everyone played on the PlayStation 1 because it came in one of the demo discs, but the actual game itself didn't sell that well, I believe, and so therefore it's become a bit of a rare title. And this isn't the actual legit one, this is the rental Blockbuster video version. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter, we've got a legit Cooler World, and if I ever see it out in the wild I'll probably buy it, and then I don't know if I'll keep this or sell it on, but I quite like this because it's just the rental version. But nonetheless, the point is now Jo can play Cooler World, so that was two of her gaming presents. So we had a package come through about a couple of days ago now, and it was from Interghost, and he's done a trade package with Jo. If you want to see what Jo sent him, head towards his way. I'll put his channel down below. And what he sent is Monster Hunter 3. This doesn't come with the actual controller, but they did sort that out between themselves. But this actually is good that we've got this, because Monster Hunter is something that I have actually been interested in trying, and as I've said in previous videos, I'm having trouble trying to get into the Wii. I've played a few games on the DS, and don't get me wrong, Nintendo do wind me up at times, but the DS has given me more playtime, I believe, than the Wii has. So I'm just trying to find that Wii game, so that could be the game that gets me hooked. But at the same time, he chucked one game in, which is just absolutely wicked. As soon as I saw it, I got excited because it's just the shape of it, but still, it is Doom for the PlayStation 1. And it's not necessarily Doom that made me excited, it's because obviously as a kid I owned this, and it's just the dual case and the shape of it. As soon as you see it, it just triggers off like nostalgia in your head. You go, oh, I remember having that, and I just had a massive smile on my face when I seen that. So, dude, thank you very much for sending that, and I can't wait to crack on. And it's going to be great going through that. Doom is actually one of the games that really did freak me out. Like, well, obviously when you had Duke Nukem back in the day and stuff like that, that wasn't really scary. But for me, Doom, like when I don't know what it was, the dog things that went invisible, so they used to bite you, attack you, but you couldn't quite see them. I think it used to freak me out a little bit. So yeah, thank you very much for popping that one in there as well, dude. So that's Interghost. Right, and the other items is Jo did another trade. So this is practically Jo's pickups. Jo's done another trade with a Comic Book Nerd 9. I could have done that at the start and kept it all in the flow, but he sent her this, which is a ridiculously good quality Game Boy Advance games, Lunar. But I don't know if you can see, there isn't a scratch or a dint or a ding. There's nothing. It's like he's gone into the past, grab this box and come back in his time machine. I don't understand how it's actually managed to survive, and that's not a mark, that appears to be something flying. But yes, this box is ridiculously good. So the game looks alright on the back. It's probably not my cup of tea, but if Joe ever leaves it down on the side, I'll jump on it, have a quick go, may fall in love with it. So yes, that's Lunar that we've picked up. Right, now we've been in town today, and it was quite funny because I went in with the intention to buy this game, got there, completely forgot, and ended up coming out with it. So that was the result. But one thing I was after is the Bard's Tale, I think it is. Yeah, we'll go with that. And it was just because I was on Gaming Unity and somebody uploaded some Fable soundtracks. And just that music, Fable was just a very... As soon as you hear it, you know it's Fable. And I was like, you know what, I really want to get back into that. And I've done Fable 3, I won't say not long ago. When it first came out, I completed it. But to me, that's still quite raw. It's in my memory, and I don't want to redo it just yet. And I don't know why Fable 2's always got that charm. Because it was my first PlayStation 3 game, because I was late to get into the consoles. I'd gone from PC, and then when I got them there, I remember getting Gears of War, Fable 2, and Call of Duty 4, I think it was. So they was my first 3 games on the console. So Fable's got like a thing in my heart really that brought me over to the console side. So I was going to go into town and get Fable 2 because we got rid of that at one point, can't remember why. But yeah, I went to go and get Fable 2, and I found out there's a thing called the Bard's Tale, I think it is, which kind of looks like Fable 2 with like a slightly worse graphics, say Dungeon Keeper 2 style graphics. And I looked at that today and I thought, you know what, that really does look up my street. So I went into town. It's on PlayStation 2 and Xbox, the original, and I couldn't find it nowhere. And I looked at the internet and it goes for around about £10-15, so it does look like it's not necessarily rare, but it's not going to be found on every single game shelf. So I couldn't find that. But as I left town, I actually found Fable 2, so that was quite cool. I actually got the game I was intending to go in. And this is the collector's edition, which obviously probably came with free DLC, which has now been redeemed, which is not a problem because we've already got the DLC code, so it's already on the 360. But I never knew it came like that. So that is what that looks like. And I've never ever seen a 360 game like that before. So that's the collector's edition, which is pretty cool because we have got a decent looking Fable shelf in there with a Fable collector's book and stuff like that. So adding that in there is brilliant, and I think I'm going to go downstairs and play that now because I just fancy some Fable 2, just the old hack and slash and have a bit of fun. But at the same time, this is another one that I picked up. It's just because, in fact, bear me a second. Refreshed. Right. Because Christmas is coming up, I just felt like I wanted a kids game. Well, not necessarily a kids game, but just one that makes you feel good. So I picked up The Unfortunate Events of Lemony Snicket. And I don't know why I said it like that. But yes, one of the... who was it? I think it was The Stick who said that he was playing this with his kids and he said it was really good. And I really enjoyed the movie when it first came out, and I just saw it today and I thought, $2.99, you know what I mean, this will get me into the Christmas spirit. So I've brought this and I shall go play this. In fact, I might even play that over Fable just because I don't even know what this consists of. But yeah, everything's all in there, and that's $2.99, so you can't really moan. And this was a part of the actual 2 for 15, so as well for 15, Joe's picked up the Dungeon Quest Monster Joker. And I really want to try the Dungeon the Dungeon Quest games, but you can only have one save game at a time, and because they are pretty damn big games, the one that Joe started is still continuing, and when she's done, she's not going to allow me to delete it because she's put so much time and effort into that game, so I never get to play it. So the only way for me to really play it is to illegally download it or buy 2 copies, and like hell I'm going to buy 2 copies just because they haven't got the option to have multiple saves. So it's a shame really that I don't get to play them. I don't know if I ever will just because of that little glitch. So that is everything. Yes, and I got nothing else to say. The only other thing I did pick up, not gaming related but slightly geeky related, and that is this Manga, which is just practically a big large book on how to draw manga, because I've been watching a bit of manga lately, and especially manga games like with Catherine coming out and stuff like that. I don't know why, it started to pique my interest a bit more and I've started looking into it a bit more, so I thought, you know what, I'll have a go at drawing some of it. So I've not started on this book yet, I've only just picked that up, but I've done 3 half-ass drawings. First one is just the typical manga eyes that I've just tried to draw, and the other one is Catherine eating a pizza, and I must say it's pizza and not anything else slurping down, but yeah, that's Catherine. And then the third one is Spirited Away. Very basic, but that's the thing, I've got the book now for it, which is good. So I'm going to go and sit and study this and actually try and draw some decent manga. And I think most of it's going to probably be gaming related when I can actually do it. I'm just going to pick characters from games and draw them, and hopefully ink them in pretty well, good enough to actually put in posters, but we shall soon see. It might just be something I just use as a paperweight, but fingers crossed it won't. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Cheers. Bye.